Hi, hello. Welcome to the episode of Isaiah's Newsstand. It's your host, Isaiah Edwards. The date is August the 14th, 2025. Hopefully, this episode finds you well, in good spirits, and high hopes. As for me, I'm doing pretty good. Uh, Another day of house sitting, so we can just start there. I woke up, went straight over to the house, checked everything out. Everything was good, no problems, no muss, no fuss. So we love that. A good way to start off the day. After that, I went right back home to get ready for work, and I just was immediately kind of just feeling like, ugh, I'm worn out. Like it took me an extra 20 minutes to get to work, so I was 20 minutes late on top of the hour I already had. Right, so I'm just like, ugh, like this isn't good. I'm not liking how I'm feeling. I think just really the whole allergy situation is just really dragging me down. On top of just being so busy, there's just not enough hours in the day for me to do all the things that I want to do, plus the things that I have to do at this point for this week. So I was just kind of thinking about everything as I was walking to my work area, and I decided, oh, I'm gonna request off for tomorrow. I think I just need it. I need some rest, and it'll just make the last full day that I have of house sitting so much easier to just not have to worry about, even 5 hours of working, which was my initial plan before today. So we get to our work area, we're ready to get to work. And I actually had an assistant today. It was like they finally realized around Wednesday that my work schedule was different. And they're like, oh, we should maybe like send someone down. I'm like, all right, I mean, hey, better late than never. And I gotta say that shout out to my work assistant because they carried me today. Like, I had nothing in the tank really. I would have been slow. Maybe we would have had like a fine normal day. It didn't seem super busy. But with them down there, they were just a buzzsaw. They were just chopping through all the cardboard. So I'm very grateful, very appreciative of that. And we just got to talk about nerd shit and movies and stuff like that. So that was cool. That was fun. Post that, we check on, the animals again. Everything's good. Everything's copacetic. We love that. We do finally get to the gym a little bit later than I like. But overall, a good session, so that was solid. But yeah, y'all, I'm just so tired. I was very tempted to not do an episode today. Just skip it. Because I mean it's already late. I mean technically we are on the 15th. I had to run over on time, but I figured, hey, we can at least scrap a offbeat episode today. There was some news that I wanted to cover, at least hit. So let's go ahead and do our startup and let's get into it. Oh. Okay. All right. Our first story comes from CBS News. Federal building housing DHS and ICE in NYC, New York City, evacuated following report of unknown powder. The building at 26 Federal Plaza in Lower Manhattan was evacuated on Thursday afternoon following reports of an unknown white powder. The FDNY said a call came in just before 4 p.m. saying the powder was reported found in the mailroom on the ninth floor of the building, which is home to the Department of Homeland Security and the New York City Field Office of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE, among other agencies. First responders and hazmat units were on the scene within 4 minutes, authorities said. Today's event was under control almost immediately without incident, Deputy Mayor for Public Safety Cass Daughtry said. Apparently there were 5 letters. At least 2 people were exposed to the powder. Now they're waiting results, but I mean, I think the biggest fear is that, oh my God, this was anthrax in the building. That's very scary. It's very concerning, if you're involved in that, of course. Let's see here. But, I mean, essentially, there's a lot going on at 26 Federal Plaza. It has been the scene of numerous detainments by ICE agents following routine immigration hearings. Essentially, it's them lying in wait on some like Scooby Doo, like peeking around corners or like coming up to you in vans or, whatever, and scooping you up, masked up, whatever. And they don't have to, respond or answer any questions. They can just do this shit. And they're using areas like this as, essentially, for lack of a better phrase off my head, a hunting ground. Like they're like, okay, we know you have to come here, so you're gonna come here for your official business, whatever, and we're just gonna snatch you up. There's also, allegations, rumors that people are being housed in the building, but they are saying that is categorically false. That merely that people are being processed but not held there. So I don't know. Jury's still out on that. But I mean, this was, big news. Whenever something like potential an anthrax scare, that's a weapon of mass destruction technically. So, I felt like, hey, let's go ahead and cover that up top. Next story comes from ABC7 Eyewitness News. Man fleeing ICE raid at Home Depot in Monrovia, hit and killed by vehicle after running onto 210 FWY, freeway. God, I've just not seen freeway abbreviated like that. I'm used to highway abbreviated like that. I'm like, Fiway? Oh no. A man was hit and killed on the 210 freeway Thursday in Monrovia as he was fleeing from an immigration and customs enforcement operation at Home Depot in Monrovia. It happened shortly before 10 a.m. Monrovia City Manager Dylan Feek confirmed that during the ICE activity at the store on Mountain Avenue, the man fled on foot and entered the freeway, crossing Evergreen Avenue and running onto the eastbound lanes of the freeway. The man was sent to a local hospital where he later died. So yeah, obviously this is a very unfortunate incident. I'm sure it's not going to be noted as like, oh, well, ICE killed this man. But I mean, you're essentially putting him in a situation where, it might be a fate worse than death. You're literally sitting in like a detention hall with nothing and you have no contact with anybody. It's a more or less limbo. And then you're going to get spit out, not even to your home country. You have no idea. They are literally like, I was listening to this and it hit me like a bolt. They are literally doing the Rwanda plan that we've talked about with the UK when the Tories were in power. They are literally sending people to like places like Rwanda and just saying like, okay, yeah, you hold our prisoners, like you hold these criminals, because we don't want to have them and we want them out of our country. So like, let's just at least, have them there, spit them out there. It's wild. Not to mention they're scrambling to build, any kind of style Alcatraz or alligator Alcatraz style fucking situation. So, once again, I'm sure this is not going to be something that's going to be put on ICE, but it should be, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Because I get why you have such a fear. You don't want your life taken away. So yeah, you're gonna run. You're gonna do whatever the fuck you can to, stay out of that, stay ahead of that, keep your freedom. And yeah, sadly, this person's life was lost. But if I get any more details on this story, we'll be back at it. We're going to close out with another recall. I just, I wind up doing it. I won't even say I like doing recalls, but they just feel like something that are worth talking about. And who knows? Maybe, hopefully I don't want this to happen, but maybe there is going to be like a correlation, an intersection of like one day I'm going to cover something and it's going to be like, oh shit, this is a recall that might affect you, right? Or me, myself, and I'll be telling a personal story about how I consumed something that was recalled. Oopsie daisy. Hopefully I don't die. Hee hee. But no, let's go ahead, take our last break, and we'll close it out. Sipping on some Gatorade. Oh boy. All right, from ABC News. Coffee sold at Dollar General recalled for potential presence of glass. That's no good. Instant coffee products sold at Dollar General stores nationwide have been recalled due to the potential presence of glass, according to the company. Dollar General has voluntarily recalled 3 lots of its 8-ounce Clover Valley instant coffee sold in 48 states. The company said in an announcement posted by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. The recall is being initiated after a customer notified Dollar General employees about the potential issue. Ingesting glass fragments may cause injury to the consumer. Yeah, surprise, surprise. And these injuries may include damage to teeth, lacerations of the mouth and throat, and perforation of the intestine. Oh, brutality. No illnesses or injuries have been reported to date. So at least that's good. No one's buying this probably shitty ass fucking Clover Valley ass instant coffee, and maybe that's a saving grace here. But man, we got plastic in the food, we got glass in the fucking bev. That's no good. That's not good. They were sold between July 9th to the 21st of 2025. They have the UPC or lot number here. We're gonna skip through some of these numbers. You can contact Dollar General via email at customercare@dollargeneral.com or by phone. They list a phone number here. I'm not reading it out, or their hours, but they're available. So yeah, buyer beware. Be careful if you've bought any of this Clover Valley product. Maybe just good to throw that shit out. Maybe go take it to the Dollar General and say, hey, I would like a refund, please. I would like an exchange, please. Please give me another shitty instant coffee. I guess Folgers or something. Not sponsored. But yeah. So yeah, be careful out there. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Like I said, making it short and sweet. So hopefully I can get some sleep. But yeah. If you'd like to help out support the effort, I do have a Patreon. Patreon.com/Isaiah News. Become a newsie today. Free ways to hit me up, IsaiahNews1@gmail.com. Feel free to follow me or the podcast on any of the socials. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow on TikTok. Follow on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, whatever platform you like to listen. Leave a like, leave a comment. Sharing's caring. All the stars. Very much appreciated. Thank you, and thank you. But obviously, I just appreciate you listening. That's the biggest reward that I get out of all of this. It's why I do it. It is why I've been slogging through this week, and I sound like shit, and I feel like shit, but I want you guys to hear my voice because I like it, and I like that you guys want to hear it, and I think that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have. So, hopefully I see you soon for some more good news. I love ya. Bye-bye. Mwah.